Hi, fellow traders. Well, as promised, I'm going to share with you my swings from August. We're going to recap those, kind of share with you some information, let you know how swing trading fits into my trading world, and my philosophy on it. Just what I think, and how I approach it, and kind of how I teach it. So, if you are somewhat active in the market already, day and swing trading will kind of seem related. Both strategies look to make short-term profits. Um, we're using the volatility and the momentum. Obviously, with swing trading, we don't need the market to be as volatile, but we do need some volatility and we do need some momentum moving in a certain direction. And we'll look at that when we take a look at some of these charts. But the main difference is going to be the time frame in which we trade. And that time frame really determines what strategies you use, as well as your profitability potential. Now there are other factors too, like the how much money you have in your account and all of that, and where you have your account, what they allow you to do, what they don't allow you to do. But there's a continual argument within the trading community as to which is better, day trading or swing trading. Which one makes the most money, or which one is easier to do? And these are three really popular questions that I get all the time. So the truth is, one is no better than the other. It's really a personal decision, and it's based on your schedule, your personality, your financial situation. And I would say the main thing is it's your personality. Who you are is really going to dictate which strategy you're going to do better at, whether it's going to be day trading or swing trading. So let's kind of look at a couple of similarities and some differences here. The time frame, that's going to be a little different. Day trading really could be, you could use 1 minute chart to um, hourly charts, but we're only holding the trade anywhere from a couple of minutes to 5 hours. Swing trading, we're holding it a couple of days to a couple of weeks. Even if we hold it 3 months, it's still considered swing trading. I think for investing, it's got to be held over a year, technically. Um, but I do short-term swings. Every now and then, you'll see I'll hold one for a month, especially if there's nothing else going on. This stock isn't moving. I'm just holding it, waiting for it to just explode one day. Um, but the risk in day trading, your risk is strictly intraday. Swing trading, your risk is intraday and you have that overnight risk. And a lot of people are not comfortable with that. If they're in a trade overnight, they can't sleep. They keep waking up, or they'll dream about waking up and their account's blown up. If you're in that category, then yeah, swing trading is probably not for you. You're gonna have to do some work in order to be able to swing trade. But that's what we're looking at in terms of risk. As far as preparation time, there's really not much difference in time. It's when you do it. For swing trading, I'm going to do it the night before. Day trading, or even days before. In day trading, we prepare that morning. But the amount of time we spend is really not a whole lot of difference for me. Now, I may spend a little bit more time preparing for swing trading because I'm looking at other factors, especially with the earning swing trade. I'm looking at more data. The process is a little bit more intense, but you know all in all, it's going to equal itself out. On the profit potential, and this is another big debate. I believe that you can make more money day trading if you have the money, if you're trading with a larger account, because you're going to be able to take more trades and you're going to accumulate that money faster. Swing trading, you're taking less trades and it's a little slower. But as you'll see in a minute, I did a whole lot better swing trading the last couple of months than I did day trading. But you can't really compare the two because the swing trading account size is practically double and sometimes triple what the account size I'm day trading in. So you can't compare the two. You can really only compare it when you're trading with equal account sizes and you're incurring the same amount of risk, so to speak. But if you do that, I believe day trading, you're gonna you have more potential to make more money because you're in the market more, but your risk is greater again because you're in the market more. But again, that's a debate. There are going to be people that may not agree with me. They may say swing trading, you make more money. And I actually proved their argument, you know, I, all year. We could look at what I've done all year. And, there are months where I only had 3 swing trades and I made more than what I did day trading. But again, it's the account size that you're dealing with. That's the difference. Um, the quality of life. If you're day trading, you're more engaged in the market. You're more locked in. Swing trading. Basically for me, if I was just swing trading, and that's why I can do this on vacation, is I'm just gonna enter at the open, set my stop and my profit targets, and walk away. And if for some reason I don't have enough buying power to set both, then I'll just set an alert so that if it gets close to a profit target, I can log in on my phone and take it. I mean, you don't watch swing trading tick for tick. You just don't. That causes you some issues. And we talk about that every day. But can you do both? Yeah, if you got the right mindset. If you're able to disconnect from your swing trades, like get in it and just disconnect from it and then focus on day trading when you're supposed to, it works. That's what you see me do practically every day if I'm in a swing trade. I'm in it. You don't hear me talk about it until maybe lunchtime. That's when I look at them. And sometimes I even forget to look at it then. But I'll look at it at lunch and then I'll look at it um, at the end of the day to see if I need to take it off and kind of get my head around what I'm going to do tomorrow. Um, and also, you need to let the market dictate because there are times where swing trading is great. It's the best thing. And there are times when you shouldn't be swing trading. And again, in the class, I teach about the market cycles. That's the first lesson. And understanding where the market is and whether you'll be able to actually trade the you know be able to trade swing trade, because if the market's selling off and we're long biased, it wouldn't make sense. And I only teach the long strategies in the community. Now, I do have some traders that, just like in day trading, they're more advanced. They've been with me for 5 or 6 years now, and I've taught them some shorts. You've seen me short BA before. I think I can't remember the other stock. Uh, it was I shorted the utility stock from here that's based here in Colombia because I knew they were in trouble. Um, they had to scrap this nuclear plant and give people back all their money, and they were about to get bought out. Really, they were about to declare bankruptcy. Um, but that's further down the road. Once you get to that point, it's more individual work, and then I teach you. But the worst thing you could do is get in a trade, not really having the right understanding. You short it, and then it gets you wake up the next morning and see that it's been bought out, and the stock gaps up 40, $50 on you. And you not only have lost the money that you had in your account, you actually owe your broker money. And so I stay away from teaching um, new traders how to swing short. And you don't have to. You can see, you're going to see here in a minute, all of the trades I took for the last couple of months have been long trades, no shorts. And it has not hurt my profit potential, period. So my the way I look at swing trading is the same way I look at day trading. I find a pattern in the story. That's where you get the scan comes in. I plan it based on the strategy and I just execute. And once the trade is done, I reflect on it. And I can grade myself based on how well I executed. And you're going to see a couple of trades here that I didn't execute very well. And you'll be able to see why. And I was able to determine that at the end. So reflection is really, really important. So now my core strategies, I do an oversold, what we call an oversold hook. Um, I can't remember who I got the name from, but it's one of the first swing stocks I learned, swing strategies I learned, and I can't remember who I learned it from. But the 52-week high swing strategy, the 20 moving average crossover, and the pre and post earning strategy. All of these I've taught you in the class, and we scan for them every Sunday. And you see, this is what we trade. So some of the trades that you see, or all of the trades that you're going to see today, fall under one of these categories. All right, so the trading tools I use, FinViz. This is what I use to scan with. You could use the free version. I have the FinViz Elite, but if you're not to that point where you want to invest in that tool, you can use the free version and scan the same thing I scan. Um, and every Sunday, you see me use that scan and find the stocks. We go through it step by step. Earnings whispers, I use this to help with the earnings trades. On the ones where we look to trade ahead of earnings and then after earnings. I use Thinkorswim for charting. I grew up using Thinkorswim. The trading part of that platform for day trading, it leaves a lot to be desired. But the good thing is I am beta testing DOS for the integration in Thinkorswim, and it looks like it's going to be a done deal. That's going to be a you know you know a, another platform that we could use. Has direct market access, so we shouldn't have any of the issues that the Thinkorswim platform has with momentum day trading. But that's not dealing with swing trading. But the Thinkorswim, I do use the charts. They have a lot of different things that they can help swing traders with. And I think we had a class and we talked about that. I use Benzinga Pro. That's where I can really, if I need to look at deep into the news to find out what's going on behind the scenes, Benzinga Pro. If there's some unusual options activity, whatever I need to help me determine whether this is going to be a good trade or not, or do I need to hold this through earnings? That's a big key. Um, and last but not least, this is how I track my trades. TraderView or chart log. Um, chart log, you can get a deal on it through my website. It's the only third party that I even work with like that, because this was designed and operated by traders just like you and me. Um, so that's the only thing. So you could check out that through my website. Just click on the link and you can learn more about it. TraderView is the only other one, because I have traders that use this and they can actually send me their trades and send me their charts, so that when we do the mentor sessions, I can see exactly what they've been doing. All right, so to sum this thing up, to wrap this up, swing trading the average Joe way is, there's a class. There's 11 classes in the whole thing, and I don't sell it standalone or anything like that. It's specifically for the members. The reason why I do that is I'd rather you be in the community where we can you can come to the market analysis and watch list session every Sunday morning. You can get the newsletter every Sunday. That's pretty much a summation of what we covered that Sunday, plus the watch list and the charts and everything. If there's anything specific that I need to share with you, it's going to be in that newsletter. And we kind of do active swing trade analysis every morning. If I'm active in a swing, or if I'm actively looking at some, that's when we do the analysis pre-market, before the market opens, so you know exactly what's maybe hot and what's not. So that's what this is all about. And it's no specific membership. Every member has access to everything: swing trading, day trading, or whatever. If you do the roadmap to success, it swing trading is all a part of that as well. That's really in designed to help you build a foundation, to help you get your head in the right place when you get to start trading. And then once you get down the line, you can split off to day trading or swing trading. But if you think about it, that's about $41.60 a month to get access to all the classes and an hour of one-on-one mentoring time a month. That's, people that take advantage of it, they tend to do very, very well. All right, so this is how you see the trades every day. I don't stream my swing trading platform every day. I don't live, because it'll be the most boring thing in the world, and you sitting there watching the daily chart all day, and then I don't recommend you watch it. So what I do is I log in, I bring it up either first thing in the morning if I've executed in the morning, or toward the end of the day. I'll log into it and you'll get to see the execution. So I do type, call it out in chat, but you get to actually physically see it. So you can match it up on your chart and all that good stuff. So, here was the entry on CRWD yesterday. And so what I do, because DOS does not keep these from day to day, every night all the executions are kind of wiped out and you start fresh on the chart. I have to um, download it, and this is actually TraderView, but you can do it in ChartLog as well. I download it and it gives you the execution. See the same thing that was on here? It downloads it and plots it. And what it does is it allows me to take, like, these are the executions from this morning on CRWD. It allows me to put everything together. So tomorrow morning, I could log in and download, upload the trades, and on that one chart, it'll have the entries and exits and everything laid out so we could see it better. Trying to look at different charts and multiple charts, it gets frustrating. TD Ameritrade, the Thinkorswim platform, does save those from day to day, but they don't have the arrows or the triangles to actually pinpoint the entry on the candle. It just points to the candle and says, this is where you enter. Doesn't do me any good. So I like it when it can actually post it on the chart and you can see exactly where in the grand scheme of things the entry was placed, and then when you go to exit. So SQ, this is the first trade. Again, this is one of those where I entered the last day of the month, but I didn't start taking profit until later on in the month. This is a pre-earnings trade. All right. And so we got in and I was looking for it to sell, go up into earnings. And the plan was to exit ahead of earnings and then after earnings, take the trade. But I couldn't do it for some reason. Something happened. I wasn't able to do it. But we were able to catch the first move, the pre-earnings trade, and turned out to be pretty profitable. So I was happy with that. 42.2365. Can't go wrong with that. PayPal. This was actually a 20 moving average cross entry. That's what this was. We did get a pullback, but on swing trading, we're not gonna we should not let this like intraday volatility and all this stuff kick us out. We're trading a longer term overall trend. This never did take out this low. Even though it did come close to getting stopping me out, it didn't. You just trust the strategy, trust your trade plan, and bam, we took it. So these seem like they're in the middle of nowhere. This is pre-market. You can see what time, aftermarket, I'm sorry. You can see what time I took the trade. There were, after earnings was announced. So we took some off the table right when earnings was announced. This is afterwards, this is aftermarket, and then hit our final target a couple days later. So another really good trade, 66.94.34 on PayPal. Oops. Okay, ZS, this is one that failed. This was a 52-week high break setup. Here was the perfect break here, and it it did go up a little bit, and I probably could have taken profit around 136. I think it might have gone up to 137, but 137.50 was my first target. 140 was what I was looking for, and honestly I was looking for this to go all the way to 150 before we started to pull back. It failed, ended up taking it off according to the trade plan, and we only took a 14.3690 hit. Just being disciplined. and allowing the trade to work. Yeah, if I could have taken it off here and got spooked out, but too many times this has tripped you up, and you're going to see that on one of these trades that actually happened to me. Here's CWH. This one was a 52-week high breakout. Here, sees the previous 52-week high. We broke out, ended up getting it on this candle because it actually opened higher than the previous day's close. But like everything else, nothing works perfectly all the time. It doesn't. So it triggered and we pulled back a little bit, but look what happened that day. Came right back, profit at my first target, had to hold through some stuff, profit at my second target, and then it finally gave up and came back. We had that big sell day and still ended up with just about 4,500 bucks. Not a bad trade. This was a lower price stock. It didn't really tie up a lot of my buying power, so I could actually trade other stocks. So I didn't have a problem holding this over a period of time. So you can look at Chewy. This is the one that I got spooked out. Okay, I honestly got spooked out because this day the market started selling off. And I thought that was it. I thought we were done. It was over. And I bailed out. Look at what happened to the stock. This is where I got scared out and bailed out. Look at where it's at. Here was my first target right here. The 52-week high. That was my first target. This is what can happen when you let the wrong stuff get into your head. And that's what I did. I let the wrong stuff get into my head, and that was that. But this could have been a really, really spectacular trade. All right, sorry, my mic cut off. This could have really been a really spectacular trade, but I got scared out. And instead of this being, $5,000 to $8,000 trade, I only got $1,000 out of it. It really, really sucked. I had that one hurt me. It still hurts me to this day. AMAT. This was a pre-earnings trade, but you can see after earnings it didn't do anything. It just came back. Ended up having to take it off at break even, but not a really good trade here at all. Another $1,000 trade. Day trading, we would love $1,000 trade, but swing trading is just not gonna cut it. It's not gonna cut it. DE, this was a one from last week, I think. We got in this. We were looking for the 52-week high break strategy. It didn't break it. I kind of anticipated the push because I was wanting to trade this into earnings. We got the pullback, and I bought some as it was holding support here at 190. So I got in full size, and first target was 200. Then we got 205. A really nice move on earnings. The next day we got 205. The next day we got 210. Perfect trade. I could not ask for much anything better. Just what we look for. The earnings, obviously, earnings have been hot. There's still stocks that are on earnings right now. The CRWD trade that I showed you, they're reporting earnings next tomorrow. And as we were sitting here, I was doing this video, my next target that we were looking at just hit right at the close. So that trade is working out beautifully. Um, DKS, this was operator error all the way around. Again, I'm thinking the same thought from before. I never learned my lesson. I thought the market was rolling over. I really did. And so I just kind of bailed out of this, and look at what happened. All of this crazy mess. Look at this. It's probably going to come back and run to 60 and even better. I just bailed out too late for no reason. Just went crazy. And that's just something that you have to make sure that we don't do. I got to stop anticipating the market. I'm just I'm terrified of being long and the market rolls over and I can't get to my shorting. And it's something that I've got to deal with. Um and PANW, this one was a pre-earnings trade as well. Was looking for it to break 52-week high, make a run up toward 280, and it gapped down on earnings and ended up having to take it off. So that one, 35.48.73. That was a pretty big hit. And now you can see why $1,000 trades just aren't going to cut it in swings, because you're risking a lot more. You're risking a lot more than $1,000. So here's one trade that I lost that took up all the profit from two trades. And that's if that continued to happen, that's when I would end up, in a mess. So now we put all of the trades that we went over. We put them all together. I got them on this calendar. A lot of people were asking me to put my swing trades on the calendar and all of that because they wanted to see that together. So I started this quarter. And I've got July here too, but August was the big month. You can see I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trades in August. 9 swing trades. I can take 9 trades in 2 days, day trading. But again, I'm trading with a larger account. I'm able to give it a little bit more risk and worked out beautifully. So for the month of August, we made 23,896.82 on 9 swing trades using all the simple strategies. Every one of these trades, these came from the stocks that I looked up on Sunday. If I can identify other ones throughout the week, I talk about them, that in the morning session. But all of these come directly from my scan, from my earnings watch as well. Nothing, no rabbit pulled out of the hat. So everybody had the opportunity to take these same trades. Everybody. Now the problem is some people are not doing what they're supposed to do. They're watching these trades intraday. How do I know? Because they're giving me blow by blow what the stock is doing. And I'm like, I'm in a swing trade. Why the hell are you telling me what it's doing? I don't care. I'm focusing on something else. And if you get stuck watching your swing trades, you will never make money swing trading. It's not meant for you to do that. So, you got to separate yourself from it. But August wasn't too bad. July, you can see I only took 5 trades in July and made 92.75, almost made 10 grand. And I was gone half of July. Pretty much gone. So, this is the first month of the third quarter. So I'm starting to track this, and I will do an equity curve on this too, but it's not going to be look like the day trading one. We don't have all that data. So I may just have to do it by month and then kind of work it from that way. But I hope this is what you guys were looking for. If you're interested, come join. I've got 8 spots now. The end of the month, I do have some people that rotate out. One guy, I posted just an awesome letter he wrote or email he wrote to me. My whole goal is to get everybody flying on their own. That's my goal. And so, getting that and letting him know that hey, he's ready, but the door is always open. But I only keep 150 people in the community at one time because I want to be able to answer all your emails. I want to be able to schedule a mentor session and not have to wait 2 weeks to get it. If there's a problem and you want to talk tomorrow or the next day, I want you to be able to do that. And the only way I could do that is to keep the numbers down, keep it small, and it keeps the noise down. Because when you come in, the only thing you're going to learn is what I teach. That's it. That's why I do things the way I do. So, if I take a look at the Roadmap to Success special that we have, just go to website ed at AverageJoeTrader.com. If you factor it out, it's only about $41.60 a month. And looking at what you get, it's kind of a no-brainer. But as always, if you have any questions, shoot me an email, ed at AverageJoeTrader.com. I'll be more than happy to answer it, or you could leave a comment down below and I will get back to it. So I hope this gives you a good idea of what my swing trading looks like, how I support it, and as a member, what you get from me, and I hope that took care of all of that. So you guys have a great night, great evening, and I will catch you tomorrow.